Om Shanti. Good morning. Let's listen to Baba celebrated portions, and today's date is 3rd January, and we were listening to a song which was about listening to Shiv Baba's Murli through Brahma Baba, and this which brings heaven on earth. So in today's Murli, Shiv Baba gives shrimat through Brahma Baba, and some children just get confused. Who has said whether Brahma Baba or Shiv Baba? So Baba tells us not to get confused. You should follow shrimat. It isn't that Brahma Baba doesn't say anything, but Baba also speaks. But when we consider the directions of Brahma Baba as the directions of Shiv Baba, even if something goes wrong, Shiv Baba makes it right. If you have faith in whatever Brahma Baba's directions are, because if you don't have faith, then Baba will not be responsible. Then another aspect which is taken by Baba is that Baba comes and gives his accurate introduction as he is and how he is. Because no one knows about Shiv Baba in any of these 3 or 4 ages. Even Brahma, Vishnu, Shankar don't about Shiv Baba. That happens only when Shiv Baba comes, and he comes at the confluence age and gives the knowledge of himself. That is his own introduction he gives, and along with that the introduction about the knowledge of the beginning, middle and end of the world cycle. And Baba also emphasizes the importance of Kumaris being on this path of knowledge. If you think your income is not required to be earned, then you can just get occupied in spiritual business. So the essence, sweet children, continue to follow shrimat at every step. Don't be confused about whether these are Brahma's directions or Shiv Baba's. Children, continue to follow shrimat at every step. Don't be confused about whether these are Brahma's directions or Shiv Baba's. Question: what deep things do the children who have good brains easily understand? What deep things do the children with good brains easily understand? Answer: those who have good brains easily understand whether it is Shiv Baba or Brahma Baba who is explaining. Some get confused about this. When Shiv Baba used to come in Gulzar Dadiji's body, we used to understand that it was Shiv Baba who used to speak. So in the same way, when Shiv Baba had come in Brahma Baba's body also, it would be clear who speaks. Baba says, children, Bap and Dada are both together. Therefore, don't be confused. Continue to move along while considering it to be shrimat. Shiv Baba is responsible for any directions that you receive from Brahma. Om Shanti. The spiritual father is explaining to you children You understand that only you Brahmins recognize the spiritual father. No human being in the world knows the spiritual father, the one who is called the God, the Father, and the Supreme Father, Supreme Soul.
वह परम पिता परमात्मा कहते हैं, उनको जानते नहीं। हम ब्राह्मण की कितनी नशे की बात।
So it's a matter of intoxication. Only we Brahmins know God, the one who is remembered by the entire world. It's only when the spiritual father comes that he can give that recognition to you, spiritual children. This knowledge neither exists at the beginning of the world nor at the end of the world. You have now received the knowledge that this is the confluence of the end of the iron, that is the old world, and the beginning of the new world. Since you don't know this confluence age, how could you know the Father? People of the world don't even know about the confluence age, so how would they even know about the Father? They say, "O purifier, come and purify us." However, they don't know who the purifier is or when he comes. Just they call out without understanding when does he come or what does he do or who is he actually. Baba says, no one knows me as I am or what I am. It's only when I come and give you my introduction that anyone knows me. Only once at the confluence age do I give you the introduction of myself and of the beginning, middle, and the end of the world. Shiv Baba comes only once at the confluence age and he gives his own introduction. So Baba comes once every cycle, and whatever I explain to you then disappears. The knowledge of the confluence age, that is knowledge which is given at the confluence age, just disappears. No human being from the golden to the end of the iron age knows me, the Supreme Father, nor do they know Brahma, Vishnu, Shankar. It is human beings who call out to me. Brahma, Vishnu, Shankar don't call out to me. It's when human beings experience sorrow that they call out. There is no question of this in the subtle region. There is no question of, Baba says, the Brahma, Vishnu, Shankar, they reside in the subtle region, and there is no question of anyone calling in the subtle region. Baba makes it very clear that human beings experience sorrow in this physical world, that's why they call out. The spiritual father comes and sits here and explains to his spiritual children, that is to you spirits. Acha, what's the name of the spiritual father? The one who is called Baba must definitely have a name. Really, just the one name, Shiva, is remembered. That one's name is very famous, but human beings have given him many names. Shiv Baba's names are also there on the path of devotion. Even the devotees have given many names to Shiv Baba. Even the tree under which the temple is built, even since the temple, for instance, if the temple is built under the people's tree, then it is his name would be called as Peopleshwar. So Baba says Baba has been given many names by the devotees on the path of devotion. On the path of devotion, even though the name is still Shiv, they create lingam forms with their own intellects. Father says, I only come once.
शिवंती का वर्षा देगा मनुष्य भर नाम लेते हैं
I come and give you
निर्वाण धाम परंतु
your own inheritance of liberation and liberation in life. Of course, these terms are always there in the scriptures, but the fact is that no one knows about the land of silence. They neither know the Father nor the deities. No one understands how the Father comes in Bharat and establishes a kingdom.
आकर कैसे राजधानी स्थापन करते हैं शास्त्रों में
None of these things are mentioned in the scriptures.
शिव बाबा ने आकर स्थापना
Shiv Baba has come and established that kingdom, so these things are not even mentioned in the scriptures.
कैसे आकर आदि
How does the Supreme Father come and establish? How does he come and establish the deity religion? It isn't that the deities in the golden age had the knowledge which disappeared. No.
अगर
If the deities had had this knowledge, it would have continued from their own. The knowledge of that even knowledge would have continued from the time immemorial. So the knowledge of those of Islamist and the Buddhist has continued. You all understand that this knowledge disappears.
यह ज्ञान बाबा ने कहा यह ज्ञान
Baba says
डायरेक्ट लोग को जाता है
this knowledge disappears.
जब
When I come, I purify souls who have become impure and who have lost their kingdom.
बैठी हैं उन्हों को आकर फिर पावन बनाता हूँ उन्हीं आत्माओं को फिर से बाबा आकर
So the Baba comes and makes those souls who were pure in the beginning and who have become impure. Baba comes and makes them pure.
बच्चों को शिक्षा दी
How does Baba come and how does he give the teachings? That's completely forgotten.
यह भी ड्रामा में गुण है
So Baba says that's also destined in the drama.
बच्चों को विचार सागर मंथन करने
Baba says the intellects of few children
बाप कहते हैं ये जो
have become very degraded. I come and give you children this knowledge and then give you your reward. Then all of you forget everything. You forget everything about how the Father came and gave you the children all the teachings. This too is fixed in the drama. You children need to have vast intellects with which you can churn the ocean of knowledge. The Father says, in the silver and the golden ages, you didn't study the scriptures that you studied later. They didn't exist there. You forget this knowledge. So where did the Gita and scriptures come from? Those who had heard the Gita and attained a status didn't understand anything. Therefore, how could those others understand anything?
देवताएं
Even the deities cannot know how they changed from ordinary human beings into deities.
से देवता कैसे बने ये भी भूल जाते हैं
Even they forget how did they become deities from human beings.
वह उस
Your part of making that effort came to an end and your reward began.
प्रारब्ध शुरू हो गए वहाँ
How can this knowledge exist there?
बाप समझ
The Father explains you are once again receiving this knowledge exactly as you did in the previous cycle.
तुमको
You are taught Raj Yoga and given the reward. There is no degradation there.
वहाँ तो दुर्गति है नहीं
Therefore, the question of this knowledge
है सदगति
does degradation exist in the golden age. So Baba says, since there is no degradation, there is no question of this knowledge.
ज्ञान सदगति के लिए
The knowledge is meant for attaining salvation.
दुर्गति नहीं
So since there is no degradation, the question of this knowledge also doesn't arise there.
ज्ञान है ही
It's only the one Father who gives you this.
वह देने वाला एक बाप
The word salvation and degradation emerge here.
यहाँ से निकलता है
Only the people of Bharat receive salvation.
भारतवासी ही पाते हैं। सदगति का जो समय है सदगति
The time of the salvation,
भारत में होता है इसीलिए
that
कहा सदगति
even the land,
भारतवासी ही पाते हैं।
that is this Bharat land, is the land where Shiv Baba comes. That's why only the people of Bharat receive salvation. They believe that Heavenly Godfather, the Father, created heaven. They don't know anything about when was it created. Hundreds of thousands of years are mentioned in the scriptures. The Father says, children, I am giving you this knowledge once again. Then when this knowledge disappears, devotion begins.
ज्ञान का दिन है
That's the day of the knowledge, that is golden and the silver age. When the day comes to an end, the night starts. That is the path of devotion starts.
आधा कल्प है ज्ञान आधा कल्प है
For half a cycle, there is this knowledge, and for another half, there is this devotion. No one understands this either. They have given the golden age a duration of hundreds of thousands of years. How can they understand anything?
5,000
If they have forgotten everything of just 5,000 years, how could they even know? Because in the scriptures, the duration of Iron Age itself is mentioned as 40,000 years. So Baba says, if they have forgotten completely of just 5,000 years, how could they know anything of hundreds of thousands of years? They don't understand anything at all. The Father explains everything so easily. The duration of each cycle is 5,000 years,
चार है
and
फुल टाइम है
and there are 4 ages, and even each age's duration is 1,250 years. Baba says this is the mid-gate age of Brahmins.
ब्राह्मणों का ये मिड एज युग है बहुत छोटा
Compared with all the 4 ages, Baba says this confluence age is very short. The Father explains new points to you in many different ways.
विभिन्न रीति से नई नई पॉइंट्स सहज रीति बच्चों को समझाते
So you have to imbibe them. You also have to make effort. So whatever he explains to you, that part continues according to the drama. Whatever I had to tell you today, that is what I am telling you. It continues to emerge. You continue to hear it. You have to imbibe it and inspire others to do so. I don't have to imbibe it.
और कराना भी सब करना है लेकिन कराना भी
I tell it to you. Baba says, I tell it to you and I inspire you to imbibe it.
मुझे तो धारण नहीं करना है तुमको सुनाता हूँ धारण कराता हूँ हमारी आत्मा में पाठ है पतितों को
It is my soul who has the part of purifying the impure. Whatever I explained in the previous cycle, that continues to emerge. Even though this soul churns this ocean of knowledge, I don't know in advance what I am going to tell you.
कोई सोच कर नहीं आया
So Baba doesn't think and he doesn't even churn, then he comes and to explain. Baba says that role gets emerged as and when the time comes.
भल इनकी
Even though this soul churns this ocean of knowledge, I don't know in advance what am I going to tell you.
ये विचार सागर मंथन कर सुनाते हैं
It's a very deep matter as to whether it's this one who churns everything and speaks to you or whether it is Baba who speaks.
इसमें ब्रेन
A very good brain is required for this.
इसने बोला इस
Who says what? You need to
बाबा
have
को
a very
वहाँ
good
पे भी
brain.
बहुत अच्छी चाहिए जो सर्विस में
Those who keep
परम
busy doing service will
पुजारी
constantly churn this ocean of knowledge.
पुजारी विचार सागर मंथन चलता होगा. अब जिनको सुनाना है वो बिना विचार सागर मंथन के
Suppose if you want to relate to someone else, you always have to churn the ocean of knowledge. Then
तत्पर हैं उनका भी विचार सागर
before
मंथन
you start relating this
चलता
to
होगा.
others.
वास्तव
So
में
that's why Baba says those who keep themselves busy in service will churn the ocean of
वह
knowledge.
इस
In
रूहानी
fact,
माया
Kumaris are
से
free from bondage. They can keep
बंधन
themselves
मुक्त
busy in this
हैं.
spiritual study as they don't have any
जाओ
bondage.
आप सब
Kumaris can take this knowledge very well.
माया बैठी हैं आज की सभा में वो हाथ उठाओ,
Can Kumaris raise their hands?
खड़े हो जाएं.
Can you stand?
दाहिने हाथ उठाएं. कितनी कुमारियां हैं. हाँ, और ये सब बाबा की सेवा में लग जाए.
And if all these Kumaris involve in Baba's service, and Baba's services just expand, there is a lot of
और
growth in Baba's
अनुवाद
services, of course that will pick up its speed.
में भी नहीं बनेंगे.
And you will all become a part in that
तो बाबा ने
uh,
कहा कुमारियां
Baba's
अच्छा
revelation.
उठा सकती हैं.
That's why Baba says Kumaris can take this knowledge very well. They have to study and teach others because they don't have a family where they have to manage.
कमाई
They don't need to earn even an income.
पैसा कमाने की भी दरकार नहीं. पालना तो बाबा ही
Baba says
करेगा.
because Shiv Baba sustains, if you come to Baba's home, Baba sustains you children. So there is no need to even earn an income. So why do you earn?
ये अपने परिवार को
You earn for yourself and for your family.
कुमारी
When Kumaris understand this knowledge very well, they can become very good.
समझ जाए तो सबसे अच्छी है. सेंसिबल
If they are sensible, they will keep themselves busy in earning this income. Some,
कमाई के पीछे
because sometimes we see people just going behind earning income.
कमाई
So Baba says, this income which is imperishable, if you are sensible enough, then you will just keep yourself busy. Some study worldly studies with great interest.
तो भी लक्ष्य कौन सा हो.
Baba says, even if you are pursuing any kind of education, you must have an aim to involve yourself in the spiritual study.
पर बाबा ने
It's explained that there is no benefit in those studies.
कोई फायदा नहीं.
You can,
पढ़ाई पढ़कर फिर शादी किया
because if you just study and get married, then Baba says there is no use how much ever educated you are then. You can study the spiritual study here and keep yourself busy with doing service because those studies are of no use. They just study and then become housewives and occupy themselves with household activities. Kumaris should occupy themselves with this knowledge. You have to follow shrimat at every step and occupy yourselves with imbibing all of this. Mama came at the beginning and occupied herself with this study. So many Kumaris have now. We have seen our Mama and Dadis all came into this path of knowledge when they were very young. So many Kumaris have now disappeared. Kumaris have a very good chance because this is the most elevated fortune which is received at the confluence age. A Kumari's life is considered as the most elevated life. If you follow Shrimat, you can become first class, very first class. Many get confused wondering whether this is Shrimat or the directions of Brahma. Because when Shiv Baba used to come in Brahma Baba's body, many children used to get confused. However, this is Baba's chariot. If you follow Shrimat and this one makes a mistake, then that one Shiv Baba will rectify everything himself. Only through this one can you receive Shrimat. Always remember that you are receiving Shrimat because Brahma Baba is Shiv Baba's chariot. So obviously you receive those directions through Brahma Baba. Always remember that you are receiving Shrimat, then no matter what happens, he himself is responsible. Baba takes the responsibility. If something goes wrong from Brahma Baba, then Shiv Baba makes it correct or he rectifies that. If something happens through this one, then Baba says, I am responsible. This secret is fixed in the drama. He can also reform this one. He's the father after all. Bap and Dada are both together. So this is why you get confused and say, I don't know whether Shiv Baba is saying this or Brahma Baba is saying it. If you were to believe that only Shiv Baba gives you directions, you would never fluctuate. Because we are suspicious only, we are shaken only when we are suspicious about who is saying what. When Shiv Baba explains, whatever Shiv Baba explains is right, you say, Baba, you are my father, teacher, and guru. Therefore, you should follow shrimat, should you not? You have to follow whatever he tells you. Always consider it to be Shiv Baba who is speaking to you, because Baba is the benefactor. The responsibility of this one also lies with that one. This one is his chariot. Why do you become confused and say, I don't know whether this is Brahma Baba's advice or Shiv Baba's? Why don't you understand that it is only Shiv Baba who is explaining everything? Continue to do what Shrimat tells you. Why do you follow the dictates of others? You shouldn't even follow the dictates of others or your own dictates. Baba says you should keep Shrimat in front. When you follow Shrimat, you will never doze off. However, you are unable to follow it because you become confused. Baba says, have faith in Shrimat, and then I am responsible. If you don't have faith, I am not responsible. Constantly understand that you have to follow Shrimat. When it is sung, Baba says whatever Baba tells we have to do. When it is sung, whether you love us or whether you beat us, it's sung of that one. There is the song, We Are Mad, that's the movie song. So we have all the songs which were picked up from old movies. So this also song is relevant to this. So Baba says there is no question of kicking anyone in this. However, Baba, of course, we receive teachings, we receive cautions. So Baba, of course, gives us the advices or suggestions and teachings, because when we do something wrong, of course, we receive the teachings and the corrections. However, it's very difficult for anyone to have faith. If you were to have full faith, you would reach your karmatit stage, but time is required to reach that stage. Sometimes we are 100% sure in few things and we are not that sure. So Baba says, if you have full faith, then you will reach your karmatit stage. But time is required to reach that stage. That will be your stage at the end. Your faith about this matter needs to be unshakable. Shiv Baba can never make a mistake, and this Brahma Baba can make a mistake. Shiv Baba can never make. Both of us are together. However, you have to have the faith that it is Shiv Baba who is explaining this, and you also have to follow what he says. Therefore, continue to move along while considering it to be Baba's Shrimat, then anything wrong will be put right. Something went wrong, Baba says it is Baba's responsibility to make it right. In some cases, there is a misunderstanding. Shiv Baba and Brahma Baba's Murlis have to be understood very clearly.
मुरली को भी बड़ा अच्छी रीति समझना है।
It doesn't matter
बाबा ने कहा
whether Baba said it or this one said it. It
ऐसे
isn't
कोई
it that
ब्रह्मा बोलते ही नहीं है।
Brahma doesn't speak at
अगर
all.
ब्रह्मा
However,
ये सब
Baba
कुछ
explained it.
जाने
Just
अथवा
understand that
सब
Brahma doesn't know
कुछ
anything
ब्रह्मा
and it
कुछ
is Shiv
नहीं
Baba who is
जानते,
saying
शिव
everything.
बाबा ही सब कुछ सुनाते हैं। शिव बाबा के रथ को
Baba
स्नान
says,
कराता हूँ,
I am
शिव
just
बाबा के
bathing
भंडारे
Shiv
को
Baba's chariot. I am serving in Shiv Baba's kitchen.
ये याद रहे
If you
तो
even just remember
बहुत
this,
अच्छा
that too
है।
is very great. Do
क्योंकि
everything.
देखिए ना
We
कथा
also say
कराना
that it is
कौन
Shiv
है?
Baba who inspires
शिव
everything to
बाबा ही
everyone.
शिव बाबा ही हमसे करा
It
रहे
is
हैं,
Shiv Baba who makes
ब्रह्मा
it
बाबा
done.
सुना रहे हैं।
So Brahma Baba is also just
शिव बाबा
narrating in
के
the same
ध्यान
way.
में रहके कुश्ती
So
करे
do everything while
औरों
staying.
से तीखे जा
So
सकते
Baba
हैं।
says, do everything while staying in
ये
the
बात
remembrance of Shiv Baba. You can go ahead of many. The main thing is
अब
the remembrance of Shiv Baba, Alpha and Beta.
आती है
All the rest are in detail. Pay attention to whatever the
बाकी
Father
सब
explains.
जानिए उस पर
Only the
चलिए,
Father is the purifier and the ocean of knowledge.
बाकी पतित पावन है,
Only He changes impure Shudras
शूद्रों
into
को आके
Brahmins.
ब्राह्मण बनाते
He
हैं,
only purifies Brahmins, He
पावन
doesn't
नहीं
purify
बनाते,
Shudras.
शूद्रों को पावन नहीं बनाते।
None of these
ये
things are
सब
mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita, etc.
आदि में नहीं है, थोड़े थोड़े अक्षर हैं, इसको बाबा कहते हैं आटे में
That's
नमक
why
से
Baba says
थोड़ा
there is
सा
a pinch of salt in the sack full of flour.
गीता में भागवत में
So, whatever the knowledge appears in the scriptures,
मनुष्यों को
some of these
तीर्थ
words are
लगाने
mentioned in them.
राधे कृष्ण लक्ष्मी
People don't even
नारायण
understand that Radha and Krishna become Lakshmi or Narayan. People get confused
राधे कृष्ण
because they believe that Lakshmi and Narayan reside in heaven and Radha and Krishna
भूल जाते हैं,
they
देवताएं तो हैं ही
incarnate.
ऋषि चंद्रमति,
People get confused about this.
लक्ष्मी
The deities are
नारायण
part of the sun dynasty and the moon dynasty, and there is the dynasty of Lakshmi and Narayan and that of Ram and Sita. The father says, O people of Bharat, sweet children, just remember it that it's not a matter of hundreds of thousands of years, it's a matter of 5,000 years.
कल की बात है, तुमको राज्य दिया था,
It's just a matter of yesterday when you were given the kingdom.
बाबा ने कितना
What did Baba
धन
give?
दौलत
Baba had given an abundance of wealth and prosperity. Baba had given so
बाकी
much.
सारे कुछ
The Father had made you into the masters of the whole world. There were no other countries at that time. So, what happened to you
क्या
then?
हुआ? बाबा को आश्चर्य लगता है,
Baba also is just wondering,
इतने कंगाल
so how
कैसे
did you
हो गए?
become so bankrupt?
हे भारतवासियों,
So Baba says none of the scholars or pandits know about these things.
कोई भी एक
Only
बात
the Father says, O people of Bharat, I gave you your fortune of the kingdom.
अरे भारतवासियों, तुमको राज्य भाग्य दिया था ना,
You also tell others, Shiv Baba says, I gave you so much wealth. Where did you lose all that?
या फिर तुमने कहाँ गवा लिया?
The Father's inheritance is so great.
जबरदस्त है, बाकी पूछते
The Father Himself is asking you, after your father departs, your friends and relatives ask you,
बाकी पूछते हैं ना,
what did you do with all the wealth that your father left for you?
पूछते हैं बाप ने तुमको इतने पैसे दिए, सब कहाँ कमा लिए? तो
That one is the unlimited Father. The Father made you into diamonds from shells.
ये जैसा बनाया। बाबा ने
So
कहा,
Baba,
बाकी पूछते
of course, a physical father or the relatives also ask, but here it's the unlimited Father.
हैं, वो भी हमसे पूछते हैं।
So Baba also asks in the same way, where did you lose?
बाप ने कौड़ी से हीरे जैसा
So Baba had made you into diamonds from shells and I gave you so much kingdom. Where did all that wealth go?
क्या जवाब दें?
How would you answer him? No one else understands anything. You understand what Baba is asking. What Baba is asking is right. How did you become so poverty stricken?
पहले सब
At first, everything was Sato Pradhan, then the degrees continued to
फिर कला
decrease.
कम होती गई,
Therefore, everything else continued to decrease.
कम गई.
So, in the golden age, you were Sato Pradhan, it was the kingdom of Lakshmi and Narayan. The names Lakshmi and Narayan are much more famous than the names Radha and Krishna. There is no defamation of Lakshmi and Narayan.
उनकी कोई ग्लानि नहीं,
There is defamation written about all the others
उनकी तो बहुत ग्लानि,
because there is a lot of defamation about Sri Krishna, but there is no defamation of Lakshmi and Narayan.
और सबके लिए निंदा लिखी है.
There is defamation written about all the others, that is Sri Ram and his wife was
लक्ष्मी नारायण
abducted by Ravan.
राज्य में कोई दैत्य आदि
No devils are portrayed in the kingdom of Lakshmi and Narayan. Therefore, these matters have to be understood. Baba is filling your aprons with the wealth of this knowledge. And the father says, children, be aware of this Maya.
बच्चे इस माया से खबरदार रहो. अच्छा
Acha.
अच्छा मीठे
To you, sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, father, and Bab Dada. The spiritual father says, Namaste to you, spiritual children. And we spiritual children also offer love, remembrance, and say good morning, Namaste to the mother, father, and Bab Dada.
और नमस्ते. धारणा के लिए
The essence for Dharana, the first one.
सेंसिबल
Be sensible and occupy yourself doing true service.
सेवा में लग जाना. जो कुमारियों को बाबा
All the Kumaris are told. Baba says that become sensible and occupy yourself doing true service. This one, the one father is responsible, therefore have no doubts about shrimat. Have unshakable faith.
निश्चय में अडोल रहना है. दूसरा है
Second point, churn the ocean of this knowledge and pay attention to everything that the father says. Imbibe this knowledge yourself and then relate it to others.
टेंशन देना है. विचार सागर बंधन कर बाकी हर समझाने पर अटेंशन देना है. स्वयं ज्ञान को धारण कर दूसरों को सुनाना है. वरदान
Today's blessing. May you be completely pure and realize your original and eternal real form.
संपूर्ण पवित्र
Both the original and the eternal forms of you souls are pure.
होने वाले संपूर्ण पवित्र आत्मा के अनादि और आदि दोनों काल का ओरिजिनल स्वरूप पवित्र है.
Impurity is art because the soul was completely pure in that land of silence and it was completely pure, the perfect, and even in the golden age. So impurity is artificial and it's a gift from Shudras.
शूद्रों
Brahmins can't use the things that belong to Shudras.
इसलिए
So just have the one thought that in my original, eternal, real form, I, this soul, I'm a pure soul.
मैं पवित्र आत्मा
So whenever you look at others, look at their real forms.
आदि आदि रियल रूप में मैं पवित्र आत्मा किसी को भी देखो तो
So realize your real form and then you will then become completely pure and claim a first class air conditioned ticket.
रियल को रियलाइज करो तो संपूर्ण पवित्र बन फर्स्ट क्लास व एयर कंडीशन की टिकट के अधिकारी बन जाएंगे. स्लोगन परमात्मा
Slogan, fill your apron with God's blessings so that Maya can't come close to you.
माया सभी परमात्मा नाम से
So fill your apron with God's blessings so that Maya can't come close to you.
नहीं आ सकती। अव्यक्त इशारा है।
Today's Avyak signal.
इस अव्यक्त मास
In
में
this Avyak month, stay free from bondage and experience the stage of liberation in life. The majority of children have now cut away their iron chains, but their very refined and subtle strings still remain.
महीन और रॉयल धागे अभी भी बंधे हुए हैं।
There are many, whatever bondages, they have taken the subtle form.
कई
So there are many who feel that they have a very good personality.
स्वयं
They
में
may not have goodness in them, but they feel that they are very good. And they are moving forward very quickly. The majority of you have those strings of being in life of bondage.
बंध के धागे मेजॉरिटी में है।
Bab Dada now wishes to set you free. That is to wish, Baba's wish is to see you free from those strings and liberated in life. So we have to check all the subtle forms, the subtle threads, and we have to liberate ourselves. Om Shanti.
ओम शांति। सभी जरूरी सूचना सुनकर के जाएंगे। शांतिवन निवासी भाई बहनें और पीके कॉलोनी निवासी भाई बहनें,
The brothers and sisters of Shantivan as well as the brothers and sisters of BK colony. There is the bhatti which is going on in Mansarovar.
के लिए 9 तारीख से 12 तारीख तक कॉलोनी वासी भाई
And
बहनें
9th to 12th, there is a bhatti for BK colony brothers and sisters. You can just fill the Google form and submit it.
में भी रजिस्ट्रेशन की व्यवस्था है, वहाँ आप अपना नाम रजिस्टर करा लीजिए। आज शाम का योग डायमंड हॉल में 5:30 से 6 बजे तक होगा। 6 से 7 बजे क्लास होगी उर्मिल बहन जी की।
Today's classes are at Diamond Hall, that is 5 to 6 yoga, and 6 to 7 there is a class by Urmila sister, that is the way to purify your sanskars. And from 7 to 8 there is a yoga in Diamond Hall. The brothers and sisters of Shantivan and the brothers and sisters of Shantivan and BK colony, your meditation is at Dadiji's meeting hall from 6 to 8 p.m.
फ्री है आधे घंटे के लिए।
All
डायमंड हॉल में
the brothers and sisters who are free, you can just
स्टेज के सामने
you can come in front of the stage after yoga.
सेवाधारी भाई बहनें भी दिखेंगे। ओम म्यूजियम में सेवाधारी भाई बहनों की आवश्यकता
There is a requirement of brothers and sisters at Om Museum. Those who are interested, you can just visit the counter and get your names registered.
समय है सुबह 8 बजे से रात्रि 8 बजे तक। ओम म्यूजियम शांतिवन के गेट नंबर 1 के पास है। ओम शांति।
Let's remember Baba.
एक सूचना है जो साउंड डिपार्टमेंट में सेवा करना चाहते
Those who
हैं,
are interested in the
सिस्टम से
sound
ही
department,
जानते
those
हैं
who want to learn the
कि जो
sound systems,
सेवा में रुकना
those
चाहते हैं वे
who would
सेवा
wish to stay
साउंड
here for
डिपार्टमेंट
a
के
duration of 1 or 2 months,
फ्रैंचाइजी
you
यहाँ
can just
से
approach Ravi brother.
आकर अपना नाम दे सकते हैं।
Let's listen to the teachings of respected Dadi Ratan Mohini ji. Yoga means connection, the connection of us, the souls, with the Supreme Soul. So we have to look at ourselves that when we sit in yoga, my intellect shouldn't wander anywhere else. There shouldn't be any kind of remembrance, any other thought inside us except the remembrance of the Father. Om Shanti.